The ACC tournament getting closer and closer to crowning a champion. The first semifinal coming your way tonight. The #1 seed North Carolina against the 4 seed, the Pitt Panthers. The Oakland Zoo is well represented here. Carolina fans are as well. Weeks ago, the way things can evolve in a basketball season.
Both teams are different. Frankly, both teams are better, and nobody in the country is playing better than North Carolina is right now.
Pitt controls the tip, all freshmen to backcourt. Jalen Lowe with the ball and Bob Carrington. And they are both talented, confident, and have really grown into the role. As Jeff Capel told us, they got a lot thrown at them as true freshmen in the backcourt early this year. The jumper won't go down for Blake.
To be able to go get him.
The starting 5 for Pitt, with Lowe and Carrington, talked about them. Hinson as well, Zach Austin, and then Federico, who will split time at the 5 spot with Guillermo Diaz-Graham as the Panthers strike first.
Oh, Bob Carrington's so good in that middle pick and roll. And there's Carolina going inside. Hinson had his arm wrapped around Ingram on that one.
He literally got turned around. They were back to back with one another. And just
very good at changing speeds. He can snake those pick and rolls. He is a really good guard.
Hinson driving on Baycott, and he lost it. Numbers for the Heels. Cadeau with the layup.
Well, you make a mistake, and Carolina turns it into a basket in no time.
In terms of their transition ability, reminds him of vintage Carolina teams, and he will be yelling at his guys to get back. Baycott powers it up and in.
Well, speaking of transition, Armando Baycott ran down the middle of the.
Baycott playing in his 102nd team All-ACC this year. Also a member of the ACC All-Defensive team and a significant spike this year in his free throw shooting. Federico, good patience, and he lays it in.
Didn't call a walk there because White is most likely to get it.
Ingram, the transfer from Stanford, has had a great year for Carolina. Kicks it to Cormac Ryan. Deep one. Oh, boy. He is Jay Federico on the bench with 2. Guillermo Diaz-Graham in. How does this change things defensively for Pitt?
It means that Pitt is going to have to double team in the post because Diaz-Graham is not as strong physically as Federico. Federico can go one-on-one in the post with Armando Baycott. It's still advantage Baycott because he's so good, but Diaz-Graham needs help.
But Diaz-Graham can do that. He can stretch the floor. Ingram to Ryan, and that's partially blocked by Austin.
It was all the way blocked. You got to give a shot fake around him.
Boy, Jalen Lowe so quick. Such a great handle. Diaz-Graham open again. How about that? Checks into the game.
Well, with Diaz-Graham coming in and hitting threes, that can stretch out this Carolina defense and open up the middle.
And now Baycott's got to get on him up at the three-point line. Lowe gets all the way to the bucket, and part of that, it looked like
good pass.
Ryan open on the wing. Air ball.
Excellent block out by Blake Hinson on Armando Baycott.
Lowe. Austin. What a start for the Panthers. Winning streak of Pitt that we were talking about, last 3 regular season games, and then yesterday here they are averaging 85 points per game and winning by an average margin of 15 a game as the tough runner goes for Buck.
2 point guards on the floor at all times, similar to when Davis and Cadeau are out there for North Carolina.
Carrington, a freshman from Baltimore and a member of the ACC all-rookie team. Jalen Withers with a bucket for Carrington. Boy, Davis has about 6 different gears, doesn't he? And they're all fast.
The stop-and-go game is tremendous.
Withers, and that elbow got up in the face of Hinson. Hinson is saying he foul on Jalen Withers. So 24 and White with the ball, and as he swings the arms, the call was an offensive foul. They went to the monitor to see if there was anything beyond that worth upgrading it to a flagrant one, and the verdict was. Davis with Carrington on him. The screen by Washington. Baseline Trimble. Off to Washington, who banks it home.
Well, he is, even though he's not a perimeter shooter, he can get by people. When he jumps off 2 feet, forget it.
How about that dunk he had in yesterday's game? Diaz-Graham misses it. Hinson taps it out, but Davis has it. Davis all the way. It will go.
That is just speed personified. And when you the negatives, if Carolina can take it the other way and start their transition.
Quick 4-0 run. Heels back within 3 midway through the first half.
Carolina's switching right now 1 through 5.
Harrington for 3. Yes.
He is a player.
Carolina's all-time scoring list. He's 9th now. He passed 39 guys this year, and he may pass a couple tonight. Harrington fouled on the drive.
Well, in their defense, those 39 guys didn't get to Carolina scoring. Amazing. Amazing. Major conferences.
Yeah, pretty good. Meanwhile, Pitt extends the lead in this tournament. That's the highest they've been since coming into the ACC. Each of these teams is just playing for the second time in as many nights. Each earned the double bye. So no Davis, Cadeau and Trimble out there on the perimeter along with Ryan. Trimble will take a 3 and hit it. For Seth Trimble, he doesn't just threw it back out into the perimeter.
Trimble is stronger than Jalen Lowe. If he winds up getting it, he should drive that matchup.
Ingram baseline on Hinson, and Diaz-Graham gets nabbed for the foul.
NC State likes to play fast. Virginia, not so much.
And you can see Pitt, one of the first 4 out, according to Joey Brackett's.
For Pitt, good pressure on the ball by Seth Trimble. He is such a good defender.
Federico back in. He's got 2 fouls, as does Guillermo Diaz-Graham. Soft touch by Bub Carrington.
Giving up some size to Armando Bacot.
Jeffress on the season averaging about 11 minutes per game. And a quick bucket for R.J. Davis. And
We're going for a 3-point play.
So made more threes than anybody in the ACC this season.
Got a switch.
Lowe sizing up Bacot. Step back 3. Short.
Good job by Bacot to stay in front.
How about this pass? Cadeau ahead to Bacot. Carolina back within 2. Oh, for Carrington. Here comes Cadeau. Whoa! What a block by Zach Austin. Defensive end for Austin.
Just sailing in from behind the play and wipes this one away. Looked like Cadeau was trying to go left hand off the backboard. Good pass.
Bacot swings it to Cadeau. Extra pass to Ryan. Steps in. Ingram ties the game.
Boy, that was all made by
Harrington with a Bacot on him. Tough 2, and it goes.
Davis is on Hinson.
Hinson spins right into Bacot. Too strong off the glass. The break just did so many good things for Carolina. Made them both.
Well, you didn't say anything about
Rebound Ingram, who has had 10 or more rebounds in 7 of his last 8 games. And another Pitt foul.
Boy, it's so hard to.
All for Dietrich, because he says everything I do is in dedication.
And he says, yeah, I'm doing that now, but this is my dad's camera. And then he had his dad's camera. Social media crew was there to document all that, but just a beautiful story.
Diaz-Graham has returned, playing with 2. Low driving baseline on Cadeau. Little arm bar to create some space. He lays it. Hinson 0 for 3 from the floor in this one. Carrington. What a night he is having. That is now 16 for the
Freshman. From that initial screen from Hinson is what made the play.
Trimble into Bacot, going right into the chest of Diaz-Graham.
Once he catches it there, he gets a little, negotiates that screen. He's just not strong enough to keep Armando Bacot from getting to the rim.
And also mindful of playing with a couple of fouls as well. Low the crossover. Bacot's on him at the moment. The scoop up and in.
Well, he's a lefty. Just used that left hand to get it up on the backboard quicker than Bacot could block him.
Final minute of the first half. Pitt has led most of the way. Ingram knocks it down to tie it.
So worried about R.J. Davis. When you help off or overhelp, Ingram is positioned well to take that 3. Boy, what a first half.
A spot in the ACC championship game on the line. Diaz-Graham spins and lays it in over Baycott.
Boy, right-hand drive and then spins off the pressure and finishes with the left. That is a skilled 7-footer.
Hubert Davis hollers out a play, signals to R.J. Davis. They can milk the final few seconds.
Got
Davis, yeah, Hinson on him right now. 2 seconds. And he missed the driving layup, meaning Pitt will take a lead.
I'm sure he should have taken that. Just bully Elliot Cadeau to the rim.
R.J. Davis had to work hard. 2 for 6. They really made life difficult on him in the first half. Nothing easy for him. Cadeau, boy, is he good at getting it up on the glass soft.
He does such a good job of being rebounded. Carolina. Still think they need to attack inside first.
Federico playing with 3 fouls, not an outside shooter. Much different than when Diaz-Graham is in the game. And the big night continues for Carrington.
This is Harrison Ingram, the back down when he's got a matchup advantage.
Cadeau tips it to Baycott, who spins and hits to tie the game.
Anytime they spin back toward the baseline, you have to take away that initial drive, but that opens up that spin. He's really good at getting an angle.
None of these Carolina players, as Jess Sims talked about off the top of the show, has ever won an ACC tournament title. The last time they won it was long before Baycott got here. It was 2016 in this building. And there is a lot of motivation on the Carolina side to say, hey, we know Jalen Lowe, the freshman from Missouri City, Texas, a couple of months to get totally healthy. That's why he started the year on the bench. Then midway shoulder, and Jeff Capel swapped him. Leggett went to the bench and was incredibly productive coming off the bench, 6th man of the year in the conference. Lowe went into the starting lineup, and Jay had really benefited the team as a whole. R.J. Davis, Carolina leads.
Michael Jordan works out pretty well. But yeah,
just
that
play
is an
along with
amazing
the man,
find.
would you?
An amazing find.
It is. I mean, the history of that program, obviously incredible. And R.J. Davis getting himself into some pretty good company. Again, a team that has won 4 in a row, the 4 seed in this league, playing with a lot of confidence. Stolen by Cadeau.
Great defense by Armando Baycott. What a pass.
How about that pass to R.J. Davis and 1.
Give credit to Armando Baycott. He's made. You ought to try it sometime.
Davis knocks it down. By the way, Cadeau sits, Trimble's in.
Oh, what a steal.
Baycott will finish. What a play. Look at that. Boy, take a look at that.
Boy, Harrison Ingram has done a really nice job on Blake Hinson. He just hasn't been able to free himself up. They're just not leaving him.
He's trying. And it feels like Hinson wants to shoot every time he can touch it just to break the ice and get himself going.
Well, he's just pressing.
Baycott fouled by Diaz-Graham. That'll championship game that we will have at 8:30 Eastern time tomorrow night on ESPN. Ryan, no. Carrington wraps up the rebounds. 4 in for Texas A&M. So that is obviously a game with bubble ramifications. So that could impact Pitt. But boy, all around the country, just tremendous action. Not much going on right now on this possession for the Panthers. Lowe trying to take matters into his own hands, and he does.
Lowe called for Harrington. A little guard-on-guard pick-and-roll action.
But a bucket at the other end. 44 points. 2 freshman guards.
Big load to carry.
The 3. Wow. Yes. What a night he is having.
Trimble can bring it up on his own. He's essentially a point guard out there.
Into Washington, who lays it in. Good find by Trimble. Have yet to score. 2 guys who between them average better than 31 points per game. This is Hinson. Step back, and it goes. And he breaks the ice with 10.5 to go here in the second half.
Now that was hardly poorly defended by Jalen Withers. Made him take a tough shot, fading away off the glass. Just really good offense.
And Hinson grimacing. Saw him reach down and kind of grab the outside of his left thigh. Have to keep an eye on that. Trimble drives, and a whistle and a foul going against Pitt.
Looks like
Trimble had a good one against Pitt in their very powerful minutes off the bench.
And that was right after a 10-point outing at.
Davis calls a play. Spinning into the paint and hits. What a tough shot. 15 now on the night for R.J. Davis. 10 in the second half.
Got the switch.
Low the crossover, and it goes. Took a little bump from Baycott and still finished it.
Those are such difficult finishes.
Ingram lost the handle. Leggett. And Pitts missed 3 or 4.
Tokido, who was an excellent two-footed jumper himself.
Cormac Ryan so hot the last couple of games. Cold tonight, just 1 for 9. Baycott spins and hits, and it's back to 7.
His mobility looks great.
Leggett got it, and a foul.
Baycott got a piece of his arm.
Tonight, the two teams split their 2 regular season matchups.
Pittsburgh is hanging.
And here is Davis. Floater, no. Tip, no. Follow, yes. Baycott sticking with it. Ingram for 3. Another rebound for Baycott. Davis for 3. And Carrington soars for the rebound. Looks ahead to Hinson. Count it, and 1.
What a pass by Bub Carrington. Did Jeff Capel afford to take him out? Yeah. What a fantastic one-handed diagonal pass.
He's got 4 rebounds, 21 points, 3-point.
Same low cross screen to free up Baycott,
who goes around Diaz-Graham and lays it in. Well, he sits. Federico back in. Deflected pass. Pitt's got it.
A good job by Lowe coming over those high hands.
Leggett knocks down a 3, and it's a 2-point game. Semis this year have never been to the ACC Tournament Championship game. Lowe off balance, and he banks it in.
What a shot.
How about these 2 freshmen, Jay?
The idea how hard it is to do what they're doing.
The Panthers have battled back to tie, but not for long, thanks to R.J. Davis.
Boy.
They're all looking at Baycott. Does he get a touch? Here it goes. And no double with Federico guarding him. Now it comes, and a foul.
Yeah, the double team from Ishmael Leggett came late.
Line on the season. Tipped out by Ingram, but Pitt's got it.
In front.
Hinson driving on Ingram. Off the rim and down to Davis.
Well, he got past Ingram, but Baycott was still back there. They have just built a wall around the bucket.
Baycott swings it to Davis. He'll launch a 3 and hit it. A huge shot for R.J. Davis.
And another great handling of a double team by Armando Baycott. Dribbling out and looking opposite.
3rd assist of the night for Baycott. Davis now has 16 points in the second half. 22 on the night. Lowe has it rejected, and Baycott's got it.
What a defensive performance by Armando Baycott. To stay in front of a guard and recover, then block that shot, that is big time.
And now they can afford to be a little bit patient with the clock. Up by 7 now with 1:40 to go.
That same screen to get the switch so R.J. Davis can take on Jalen Lowe.
Not this time. And Carrington has it for Pitt.
Boy, can he rebound.
They don't let Hinson get the shot off. Carrington guarded by Baycott. A 3. And it's out of bounds. Still Panther ball. Into Leggett. Good defense by Ryan. Really good defense by Ryan. Leggett finds it. It looks like somebody was out of bounds. I think Baycott. Again, 1 second added to the clock. Now a minute 8. Harrington. Trimble had it. He got knocked down and wound up out of bounds with the ball. So again, it's Pitt ball, and this time the shot clock reset, so it's back at 20.
Good stand there by Seth Trimble, and then he goes up and gets the rebound. Yeah, it went out of bounds. I wasn't sure whether they called a walk or out of bounds. There was a lot of contact.
Hinson. Diaz-Graham the rebound. Carrington for 3. Oh! And it's a 4-point game.
Graham has done a great job on the glass when he's been in there. A little 1-2-2 3/4 court pressure now from Pittsburgh.
Trimble gets it over to Ingram. Do they play it out or do they foul? And a timeout called about.
Oh, what a cut by R.J. Davis.
And a foul, and that's the last guy you want to send to the 10% on the season. Or is that just Davis just feeling and reading the defense and adjusting?
Well, it's both. If the defense is not playing you, go ahead and get the ball straight on. But if they're going to deny, use that back cut.
Harrington short. Davis has it. And he's going back to the free throw line. And it's getting closer and closer right now for Carrington. Missed it.
Right now, though, threes, no fouls.
Leggett, no. Baycott has it. Off to Ryan as the seconds tick away. And it looks like that's going to be that. Carolina got a push from Pitt. But in the end, the #1 seed will advance to the title game, the championship game, here in Washington tomorrow night.
And not surprisingly, North Carolina advances to the final based on its defense. What an outstanding defensive team that is absolutely worthy of a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament.